Good afternoon and welcome to this episode of the Employee Baltimore Show. I'm excited today because we have some amazing things and some amazing people lined up. And as always, those amazing things and amazing people come with amazing opportunities. That's right. We're going to have some job information today. The first thing I need you to do while I'm doing it, always wait until we get on here because I want you to do it with me. If you're on here with us, go like, love, and share this broadcast. We need as many people on here as possible. We have not only just an amazing local employer here who's going to be talking about some employment opportunities, we are going to have the A Squad on here today talking about our next job club, which is an event that's going to feature multiple employers. But before we get to any of that, I always got to shout out and thank our producer, Miss Tanya Lester, who is behind the scenes. You could always catch her at the Eastside Career Center, but behind the scenes making the magic happen so that all I have to do is sit down and run my mouth. So if you on here, I need you to go to the page. If you're a guest on here, you one of them A Squad members. You are if you are a special guest today from our local business. Y'all get in touch with all your folks and say log on, log on, log on. We are on right now, and we need everybody to come out. All right. That being said, y'all see it. I got my Ravens purple on. The hot button topic right now is the contract negotiations. Last week, Mr. Eric DeCosta, the GM, came on and he gave his State of the Ravens address. And he talked about a lot of things. And one of the things that he's talking about is the fact that they are in negotiations to attempt to extend our quarterback, Lamar Jackson. I want y'all to be rooting for Lamar. The young man has been in Baltimore. He's proven himself time and time again. I want him to get his money. Y'all remember, I think about when I think about that, I think about that movie, Jerry Maguire, and he's negotiating on his own behalf, y'all. He doesn't have an agent or anything. This young man is something special, something different, right? He is doing his own negotiations. I think about Jerry Maguire, where you had Cuba Gooding Jr. and he was talking to Jerry Maguire, Maguire was played by Tom Cruise, and all he said to him was, "Show me the money, man. Show that young man the love he deserves. Show him the money." I'm rocking my Steve Smith Baltimore Ravens t-shirt today. Steve Smith was an import. He started his career somewhere else, but he was definitely one of my absolute favorite Baltimore Ravens. I'm listen, y'all. We're gonna jump right into the content today, and I want to bring on the A Squad. I'm just gonna bring them on. We're gonna do the proper introductions later because we're gonna have a good long conversation with them. But y'all know I gotta get them on here so we can have our people's poll question and have a little fun. I need Cortez to the stage. I need Bill to the stage, Justin to the stage, and Wayne Dansbury to the stage. Cortez Cannon representing the Youth Opportunity Movement. Wayne Dansbury representing the Northwest Career Center, where we focus on reentry folks. Bill Collins, who is just Mr. Employment, representing Sobo and South Baltimore. How stereotypical is that Bill is representing South Baltimore? We're going to have to make sure that they understand that that's just the way it works. We ain't playing that. And then we got Mr. Community Job Hubs himself, Mr. Justin Brown. How y'all feeling today?
We're good. How are you?
I'm
Wonderful,
doing. I'm
wonderful.
listen. I'm doing
What's up,
great.
Marvin?
I'm excited. Whenever I get a chance to come on here and talk to y'all, I get excited because I know we got big things that we're doing. Our team is smashing right now. We pulling a lot of people in. We doing good business with business, a lot of new businesses. So I'm absolutely excited about the opportunity. But I brought y'all on the screen specifically to talk about two things. Two things. The CIAA tournament is coming to Baltimore, and we know with this it's a whole movement, y'all. We
Mhm.
out we outbid North Carolina to have it come to Baltimore. COVID has kind of prevented it from being in person. Last year it was virtual. This is going to be the first time we get to do it in person. When you think about that CIAA tournament, what comes to mind?
Excitement, a lot of activities, employment, after parties, more employment opportunities. It's a slew of things happening, and I'm glad that MOED is in the forefront of all that. Where we have the stage, Baltimore. and MOED have a relationship for being known for our workforce development programs. I'm just happy that we get the opportunity to share all the resources that we've acquired over decades.
Justin, you listen, man. You broke it apart. Mr. Proud HBCU graduate. He will tell you that before he tell you his name. What else? What else?
Lots of
Who else
people
I
looking.
got on here? CIAA. What you thinking?
Lots of people looking to eat and have a good time in Baltimore. I know my phone's been ringing off the hook from local hospitality companies. They want people to be servers, bartenders, all kind of good stuff. So it's going to be a huge, huge crowd in Baltimore. It's going to be looking really good. We're going to have the spotlight on
Let's
us.
get it in.
It's going to be awesome.
Let's get it
I
in.
see the social
Wayne, what
aspect
you
too.
got? Go ahead.
Well, I would
Cortez.
just echo what Justin and Bill said. Basically, you're looking at a great opportunity for the residents in the city of Baltimore City, and we should definitely all be on board to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. And Cortez?
I see a really great opportunity for us to socialize and interact with each other, but also a really great opportunity for us to network, help people develop new partnerships, work with people, see what's new and upcoming, and see where we can revamp some things we already have in place. So I'm really excited.
Nice.
I ain't had to work hard when I got the A squad on because they broke down just about everything that I would say. Listen, no matter what angle this thing is coming at, and it's an amazing opportunity. There's going to be trainings and all kinds of stuff. If you have high school age children, y'all listen, y'all need to go to the website, baltimore.org/CIAA, and y'all need to get all of the information. Like, grab everything I told y'all. I'm gonna post the evidence of my volunteering. We talking February the 22nd through the 26th, y'all. Please make sure you are in place. Bill, you talked about the eating part, which brings me to our people poll question for today. All right. And if you're on here right now, I need you to get in the comments. If you're not on the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, Baltimore City MOED page, I need you to go to that page so we can see your comments. But here's the big people's poll question of the day: steamed crabs or crab cakes? I'm a crab cake guy because I don't like picking and breaking it all apart. But y'all know my grandmother is the steamed crab lady. The bigger the better. So what do you prefer? Get in the comments. It's a Baltimore institution, Old Bay, steamed crabs. What do you prefer? But I'm going to run the table real quick. Cortez, what's your pick?
Steamed crabs all day, picking through them and breaking them down. That's like a rite of passage. Like you have to do it. It's the best way to socialize with your family and friends. It's a really, really great bonding time. You're not eating. You don't deserve the crab cake if you don't want to put in the work to pick through the crab.
Oh, she went hard. She went hard. Wayne Dansbury, I see you look like you agreeing with her.
Oh, Marvin, she nailed it right on the head there. This is Baltimore. If you can't pick your own crabs, you got to move, bro. You got to move.
Oh, they going hard. Well, I got me and Katanya so far in the crab cakes. Miss Aisha Wiley, she said steamed crabs. Wendy scream. Oh boy, we catching it bad. Justin, tell me you got some help for me, Justin.
Yeah, I gotta flip the script on you guys. I'm not into all that bashing and smashing.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. Thank you.
Meat, so please take all of that meat, consolidate it, into a delicious crab cake. Preferably olive branch or something like that. But yeah, I'm a crab cake guy every day.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And Bill?
100% steamed crabs, man. When I was 2-3 years old, I was taught the right way to pick a crab. You pass that down to the family. It's a social thing. It's family. Always will take steamed crabs. And the folks who want, and you crab cake people, you want everybody to pick the crab for you. I know how that works. Because if you turn your head and you have a little pile of meat, the crab cake people will take the meat from you.
I had an uncle that would sit there and just keep cracking and packing and stacking the meat. And then he would have this mountain of crab meat sitting there, and you just want to grab a whole hunk of it and put it in your mouth. All right, y'all. The people poll question of the day goes to steamed crabs. So far, all of the votes that we have in the steamed crabs, Catania crab cakes, but we have 5 for steamed crabs, and we have, well, Bill makes six for steamed crabs, and we have 4 so far for crab cakes. So listen, if you're a crab cake lover like myself, go tag your crab cake friends in the broadcast. Tell them come on here, get good job information, and post their vote for the crab cake movement.
Yes,
I don't want to do all that picking.
All that picking
And cracking.
mashing.
I want to get right to the money. Thank you, A Squad. We're going to bring y'all back in a very few minutes, but we get ready to go to our very, very, very special guest today. I'm excited to talk to this young lady. Listen, she knows her Baltimore, right? Now, if you ever want to ask anybody some of the things I'm passionate about, one of the things that's always going to come up as a passion of mine, I'm unapologetic about it, is my love for the city of Baltimore. And I'm not just talking about a love for the city of Baltimore that don't include me understanding and making it a point to know how to have there's no better conversation than a good conversation with somebody that knows Baltimore and can have the conversation around some of the historic aspects of Baltimore, the black railings that are outside of houses. They were literally a Baltimore institution because we're Port City. We were able to get that iron in, and those black railings that you see outside of houses, the brass fittings down there in the square on Lafayette with the four big churches that sit around it where the Mitchells used to live. Painted window screens all through East Baltimore. I still, when I'm in that area, like to ride through there and see the painted window screens. All of these are Baltimore institutions. We just talked about steamed crabs. Last week we talked about corned beef sandwiches, and today I'm excited to bring on to the Employee Baltimore show the proprietor, the owner, the founder, the genius behind Elite Secrets Bridal. I'm talking about Miss LaTanya Turnage. Miss Turnage, thank you for joining us today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting. As you can see, I am in downtown Baltimore City as you hear the sirens go by. But it's a pleasure to be with you all.
Yeah, she not in that downtown, y'all. She is in historic Charles Village, Mount Vernon, down that part of downtown. All right, so let's put that out there right now. Because you say the wrong part of downtown and say sirens. And listen, I'm so Baltimore, I know what siren that was. That was a fire truck.
Yeah.
I know the difference between the fire truck, the ambulance, and the police car.
Please
don't judge me, y'all. But when you grew up where I grew up, you didn't know which one, whether it was time to duck or go help somebody.
Yes. It was a fire truck. You were absolutely right.
Miss Turnage, I'm excited to have this conversation. And again, you are in the historic Mount Vernon area. And one of the first things that we talked about is some of the things that are right down there in that area. We talked about Home Slice, the pizza spot. We talked about David and Dad's that has since moved down the street. We talked about Mick O'Shea's. But today we're here to talk about Elite Bridal. Tell us a little bit about you and your business.
So we are a full service bridal salon catering to the bride. So whatever the bride needs for her wedding day, Elite Secrets Bridal is the place. We offer the wedding gown, alterations, hair, makeup. We are a complete styling boutique, and we have curated a virtual styling appointment and also a private bridal styling appointment for the bride. So we're also COVID friendly now, but we are absolutely delighted to see every bride that crossed our door, and it's all about the experience for us. We've been in business for almost 7 years. So next month we're celebrating our 7-year business birthday. Super excited about that.
Okay, I just had a little blackout. I didn't know if it was mine or if it was inside of yours, but we did hear, and some of the things that I heard you say is about the appointments. We've all had to make that shift into a safe space for COVID. Tell us what that was like as it pertains to being in the business that you're in.
Absolutely. So it was definitely a challenge for us. Being in this business, this is a feely, touchy type of business. It's not necessarily something that you can do virtually or online. 90% of our brides are not going online and buying a wedding gown. So we had to make those adjustments, and we had to show up where our brides were showing up. And that was online. We created a virtual appointment, and it basically was an opportunity for the bride to talk about her wedding, get a sneak peek inside of our salon and be able to connect with us. So once we were able to welcome them back into the shop, we were the first bridal shop that they would think about and were on their minds. It was helpful for us as the team, being moving forward with being home and not being able to go to work and do what we love, but it was most helpful for the bride so she could continue with her wedding planning process and not feel as though she was missing out on something. But it was definitely a challenge. I will definitely be honest. It was a challenge to be able to do that. But we're happy to be able to now see the bride in our salon, as well as offer those virtual appointments, just so we can be able to meet them and get an idea of what their wedding dream dress is, what that looks like for them, and get a sneak peek behind a look into our shop. And that way, when they come into the shop, we sort of feel like we're all friends and we know them already.
We're talking to Miss Latonya Turdage, the proprietor to Elite Secrets Bridal. I was once told by a young lady that a woman spends all of her life through childhood and everything planning her big day. So we know that this is a very, very sensitive space.
Yeah.
How important is it that someone working in this building be customer friendly?
Absolutely. So it's extremely important. This wedding day process, as you said, it's a very intimate and a very personable experience for the bride. Brides dream about this day since they're a little girl. So you need to be able to relate to that. You need to be able to have the understanding that this is a special moment. You need to be patient. We're in sales, but we're also creating experiences, and we're making the bride feel like she's special. So it's definitely important to have great customer service, be more friendly and interactive and engage with people, be able to be versatile, because there's a lot of different types of people that we encounter and a lot of different types of brides. Sometimes we get some bridezillas, but it's definitely something that you have to love, and you have to be, you should be passionate about it. This is something that I've always dreamed about doing as a little girl, being around the wedding and the bride and her bridal party. It's something I always love to do. So you definitely have to have extreme great customer service and be a people person and a people pleaser, because we serve. That's what we're in. We're in the industry to serve. We work for the people.
That's awesome to know. And we are here today to discuss some opportunities that you have available, because you are currently looking for people to expand your business.
Yeah.
And I got to make sure that we talk to you about our minority and women business, minority and women owned business program that we running right now at MOED.
No, I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh, well, you're going to hear about it as soon as we come off the air, and I'm going to get you connected to the right people and the right person, because what we're working through right now is something that actually incentivizes you to grow and hire local residents with some wage subsidy and stuff. But we're going to talk about that. So tell us what your current needs are for
Yes.
people in your in Elite Secrets.
So yes, so right now we are recruiting for a sales lead associate. And basically in our world, we call that a bridal stylist, a lead bridal stylist. Your job would be to, number one, create that experience for the bride from the time she walks in the door, showing her the different designers, helping her with making the right selections based off of her wedding day. You are definitely going to have that great customer service. You're going to have to be innovative. You're going to have to be trendy. You're going to have to be very up on the bridal trends and the fashions. You're going to have great multitasking skill, because, you know, brides, we can see anywhere from 75 to 100 brides in 1 month. We definitely want you to be professional. We want you to present in a professional way. We want you to make sure that you are on brand and representing the Elite Secrets Bridal brand. You need to have you need to be dependable, you need to be innovative, but you also need to make sure that you have a passion for this industry, because in any sales environment, it can be stressful. But in this environment, it's even 10 times as stressful than the traditional sales position, because you are working with someone for something that's really near and dear to their heart. So this sales associate, this lead sales associate, this is definitely should be something that you love to do, not just I need a job. This should be something that you're passionate about and you are okay with serving people, because that's, again, what we're doing. We're here to serve, and we're here to create those experiences for our brides. And that is the most important thing I could share with you about this opportunity.
That's awesome. And I have been corrected. You are actually one of our amazing businesses that stepped up first to be a part of that particular
Yes.
program.
Yes.
So I should be saying thank you because that's
Yes.
creating opportunities for people here locally. Who is the ideal candidate for this job? And be as specific as you want to be
Yeah.
about what this person who's interested in the opportunity that you have should bring to the table.
Yeah, so definitely because this is a lead position, you should have some type of leadership skills, whether that be in a customer service environment or in a retail environment, or even outside of the wedding industry. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the wedding industry, but you definitely want to have those leadership skills where you can be good, you can be great at teaching your staff and building a team and coaching through those challenging times that you have, that the sales associates have. You also want to make sure that you specifically are okay with working in in a retail environment. A lot of times we get candidates that, oh, I watch say yes to the dress. I love everything about the bridal industry. And then when they actually come on board, they find out that, oh, wow, this is work. So you have to you have to have that great strategic mind where you can be able to build out a strategy on how you're going to be successful with selling wedding gowns. Because that's the bottom line. We're here to sell wedding gowns, but you also need to be sure that you are buying into the vision of Elite Secrets Bridal. And our vision is we are the girl next door bridal salon. We're a boutique. So we are about creating those memories and those experiences. We are the girl next door bridal salon. We're a boutique. So we are about
Thank you. Listen, I'm having some technical issues over here.
It's okay.
But I was still able to hear you because I got it up on my phone at the same time. So listen, y'all, the blueprint has been laid. Kiara Watson says, do you have to have a background in bridal? And listen, y'all, this is a great time for y'all to start putting your questions that you would have for Ms. Turnage up in the comment section. And again, you must be on the Baltimore City Mayor's Office of Employment Development page to get those questions in. But Ms. Turnage is here. And listen, y'all, you present very, very, very well. You are a walking infomercial, lady.
Thank
you. And I've never seen those shows, Say Yes to the Dress and all that, but I have heard that term, bridezilla, and know how specific this can be. I think you already mentioned it, but Kiara wanted to know, do you have to have a background in bridal?
No, you do not need to have a background in bridal because that's something that we can definitely teach you and provide you with the resources to learn the designers and learn what that sales process looks like. But we definitely would love to have customer service and sales experience. And it can be in a different industry, not necessarily the bridal industry.
Is there a certain amount of experience you would like for somebody to have?
I would say leadership experience, at least 3 years of leadership experience. So that tells me you know how to lead people and you know how to be, you can't be one-sided when you're leading people because you see so many different types of employees and people that come through the door. So leadership skills, at least 3 years of leadership skills. But definitely it doesn't have to be the bridal industry.
Oh, okay. So that lead associate position, will they have a staff they supervise or?
Yes, you will be leading at least 5 stylists during, the week. The hours will be either Tuesday through Sunday or Wednesday through Saturday. It's 32 to 48 hours a week. I know you didn't ask me that, but I jumped ahead.
I'll throw it on out there.
It starts off at around $18 an hour, and it can go all the way up to $25 an hour based on your experience, of course. And there's also a commission that you would earn based off of your sales.
All right, man. Listen, I am excited that we have you here today. Do you guys do a background check or a drug screening?
Yes, so we do not do a drug screening, but we do background check, and we also typically would ask for like three professional references, someone that can vouch for you and your work ethics and your experience. So those are the 2 main things that we do prior to when we do like our vetting process.
So I'm that guy that walks into the store and say, give me everything that mannequin got on because I'm not the one that's going to be good at putting pieces. How important is it that when a person shows up expecting you to hire them the style of us, that they look the part?
Absolutely. We need a professional, polished look. Our sales associates, they wear all black, clean, polished black. We want you to show up groomed. We want you to show up and be able to communicate professionally and speak well. And we want you to be able to Meet the customer where they are. You're going to see and meet so many different types of brides, but their families, they are definitely a group that you have to make sure that you can easily adjust to. I always say to the girls is be true of who you are, and people will show up for you. You know, you don't have to know it all and be using all the bridal terms. Just be yourself and be authentic and be willing to serve the bride and her bridal party. It's about whether or not they like you. The bottom line is if they like you, they're going to buy from you. You can have no knowledge of what the designers' names are. Or if they like you and they see and trust you that you're going to put them in something that they look good in and not just sell them something, they'll buy from you.
This has been one of the more fun
Oh, thank
interviews that
you.
I've had a chance to do on this show because,
Thank
like
you.
I said, you're a walking infomercial.
Thank you.
But listen, guys, I do want to give you the opportunity before we excuse you from our Employee Baltimore platform. If you have any final words that you would like to give to people who are looking, who are interested, people who may want to refer somebody for the opportunity, I want you to go ahead and tell them what's on your heart because I see it's evident that you're passionate about people and you're passionate about your industry. And to me, I know passion can walk together.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
needs to walk together when it's somebody that is excited and loves what they do the way that you love it.
Absolutely. So we are a family owned business. You know, we're real people here. We want to support our community and we want people from the community to work with us. We want to be able to help people not only get a job, but build careers. We're opening a second location, not just maybe a couple blocks from here this year, actually. So we're looking to build a team, people that are looking to plant their feet and grow and learn together. You know, we're not hardcore here, but we do work hard. So we just want you to know that don't be afraid to apply if you feel you don't have the right credentials. You never know. We're not saying you have to definitely be in the bridal industry. We just want real people that are fully invested and looking for an opportunity to grow and be successful.
Miss Aisha Wiley wants to know if somebody can apply for a part-time position.
I would say yes to that. Currently, we have all of our part-time positions filled. However, but as we open up our second location this year, I'm sure we'll have those other opportunities open up. So I don't turn away anyone. I always like to have a good roster of good candidates under my belt. So I would say yes, please do apply.
So before we let you go, I got one more thing I need to know: is it steamed crabs or crab cakes?
You know, I was thinking about that this whole time, and I think I'm going to have to say crab cake.
Come on, come through. That's right.
And the reason why is because it depends on what day of the week it is. If I just got my nails done, I don't have time to be picking crabs. Or if I'm getting a big crab, I can go to crab route. But most of the time it's crab cake. Sorry, guys.
All right. That's right. And we still down to y'all. It's 5-7 in favor of steamed crabs. But I gotta thank you, Miss Turnish, for
Thank
coming
you,
on.
guys.
You have just an amazing persona. One of our guests backstage said you are just so lovely, and
Oh my
that
gosh.
is so
Thank you, guys.
communicated through. And I'm hoping that we are able to refer people to you and get people to you. That's
Yes,
not only
please.
going to fill this role, but that's going to be able to grow and be a part of the amazing work that you're already doing
Yes.
in Elite Secrets Bridal. If you're interested in this position, you can email your resume to Miss C. Lester at oedworks.com. She is the plug. She's gonna
Yes.
make sure that we're gonna check you out first now because
Yes.
we pre-vet everybody to make sure that you meet the qualifications. This is a management position, so if you've been
Mhm.
working in and around retail or in another industry where you've had the opportunity to manage or supervise people and you love to see people happy, come on over here and try out the bridal industry if you
Yes.
don't have any experience. But know that this is one of those businesses that thrives on the passion of making people's dreams come true. Thank you again, Ms. Turnish, for
Thank
joining
you,
us. I
guys.
hope we get to talk to you again in the future. If any of those other positions become open or when you start in that second store, we can send
Yes.
all of your people, all the
You
people that
guys
you
so
need to you.
much. Good luck with the crab cakes and the crabs.
All right, all right, all right. She gave a vote for Team Crab Cake. So right now it's 5-7. If you have not voted, all right, it's 6-7. Thank you, Kiara. Kiara is one of my favorite team members. So now it's 6-7. We didn't caught up, Team Crab people. All right, y'all. But listen, I need y'all put your email back up there for me, Miss Lester. Again, if you're interested in this opportunity with a good company that does well not only by its customers but by its associates, please make sure that you are sending your resume to Miss C. Lester at oedworks.com. She again is the plug. She's going to get you connected, and we want to make sure that we can help Miss Turnage in this growth space. Her business is expanding. A new store is coming. We're definitely going to be praying for you and excited for you, and we're grateful that you're already showing that your expansion is more jobs for the residents of the city of Baltimore as you work the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. All right, y'all. We did it big in January. On January 31st, we had a job club. We had multiple employers on. We served a bunch of people, and it just kind of ignited and sparked something. We have another date already set, which is February the 24th, right? So we're seeing this thing materialize into a monthly space. And I want to bring my team on to be able to talk about these opportunities. I kind of, at the behest of our producer, dialed back the intros because we wanted to make sure we were sensitive to the time for our featured guest today. But now I can get my Steve Harvey on. All right, coming to the stage. Look, she just throwing them up there. She's still trying to mess my flow up. All right, and we got the whole A squad, y'all. At the Youth Opportunity Center, she's kind of our freelance utility all over the place because she does great things with many different people in different industries. We're talking about Miss Cortez Cannon. We have Mr. Reentry himself at the Northwest Career Center, Mr. Wayne Dansbury. We got my man, Mr. Community Job Hub, the community guy, our illustrious HBCU graduate, Mr. Justin Brown. And then we got the granddaddy of them all, Mr. I said that I was trying to really be funny and call you old, Bill. This guy,
That's all right, though.
He laid the bricks in Baltimore when it comes to workforce development. I'm talking about the awesome. We're not leaving your HBCU out.
Okay,
Justin,
be sure.
Justin makes it a point to shout his HBCU out, but we talking about Mr. Bill Collins. What's up, squad? So look, we about to have an HBCU battle on here.
You know, Coppin and UMS are rival schools.
Yeah, normally I would get that energy, but we have a homecoming this weekend, so
okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that time of year?
Absolutely.
Okay. Homecoming, this is what I want you to do. If you're a part of an HBCU or your HBCU graduate, I want you to get in the comments and shout your HBCU out. So far on the screen, we have Miss Cortez Cannon, UMES. We got Mr. Coppin State himself, Justin Brown. I came from a historically black college and university called the Streets of Baltimore.
Okay.
Ball so hard university. But yeah, we want you to get in the comments if you went to an HBCU or if you just want to shout your alma mater out. It don't matter HBCU or not. Get in the comments, put some hearts, put some thumbs up, but shout it out. We got Miss Katanya Lester, Morgan State University alum, that illustrious communications degree. All right. So y'all get in there. We gonna shout it out. But I want to turn to my crew here because we did it big, man. Y'all doing it again. I love the work that y'all doing. And let me publicly say I thank you guys for your commitment to serving the residents of the city of Baltimore. This team has been so transitional, and not in a negative sense, but it's been new stuff, new places, new positions. The team has been growing. We've had to integrate some new people into our processes, and they have just kind of meshed in, but it's going really well. Bowie State shouted out from Aunt Dee. Y'all talk to the people about what we got going on.
Anybody want to get started first?
Yes, I'll get started. So we are extremely excited, and that's an understatement. We are ecstatic about this next series. It's actually a series. It's a combination of job clubs happening and information session happenings. So with the next job club happening, we have a minimum of 3 employers who are eager to meet you guys, the job seekers looking for new gigs, new opportunities. That's happening on February the 24th, starting at 11 o'clock a.m. Join us virtually. We're going to be sharing some good news about some good jobs lined up. And the flyer will be available tomorrow. So, keep your ear to these social media streets. All right, and you should have a flyer by tomorrow about February 24th coming up, and what you guys can expect for our next virtual job club. Yeah.
Share with the folks some of the thought process, and you guys just jump in. Let's just have a conversation about some of the thought process behind having these virtual job clubs.
Well,
Go ahead, Bill. Wayne.
well, I was just going to say that the thing that we wanted to do was to use the space as efficiently as we possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
And so doing, one of the things we decided was a information system where we do that once a month, where we talk about some of the things that are going on, like Justin just did, and moving forward with that kind of thing. But we also wanted to reserve a space and be sure that we did this every month for some featured employers to come on board. And the key to that is we want to make sure that we isolate a time for these customers, for these employers, just like we did for the previous guest that was on, that gives them the opportunity to really feature their business, talk about what they have to offer employees, and be a resource for people to come and take a look at, and a company they may learn more information about at that particular instance. But more importantly, to be able to literally talk to the employer directly face to face with these particular events. And we kind of wanted to do that because we don't want them to be exclusively just informational, but literally opportunities to reach out to employers and vice versa.
We've seen how the virtual space has been kind of somewhat a saving grace as we've been in and out of COVID. We just recently went through another closing and had to shift some things and open back up. Talk to me about what it's like, not in any way like with a negative connotation, but what it's like to be able to know that we have kind of mastered a space that allows us to continue to serve the residents of the city of Baltimore in spaces like these COVID outbreaks.
I think one of the biggest things, if you guys don't mind, I'll take this one. The employers are very grateful because they're floundering a little bit. It's really hard in the virtual, with a lot of things being closed, the centers being closed, to find an avenue where you have people who are job ready, pre-screened, fill out an app, and we provide all of those services. So the first thing I'm always hearing is the employer saying, thank you so much. And it works really well. And even though we're going back to the center starting next week, I still think virtual fills a quick need. And I definitely foresee our agency, doing virtual recruitments, every month because it works. It works very well.
Yeah, I love the fact that when we talk about the information session, we're talking about an interactive, because we can go on here, advertise and promote all day, and hopefully we're reaching a lot of people through this platform. But in that information session, the people have an opportunity to get the necessary questions. And Wayne specified that that's a preamble to the job club. How important is it to you guys that job seekers are informed and know what they're getting themselves into?
I think that's one of the most crucial things to what it is that we do. It allows us to be able to continue to have rapport, to develop new rapport with new clients, but it also shows that we're really invested in the work that we're doing, that we have at the very minimum the job seekers always in the forefront, always trying to serve and cater to whatever needs and demands that they may have.
So y'all got the floor. Y'all got the audience right now. Talk to the people and tell them anything about yourself, your location, and why they need to get regularly involved with what you guys are doing as it pertains to the job club. I mean, every time I turn around, you guys have a new business. Businesses are contacting the agency. The work is being done. So talk to the people about it, about this work that we do.
Yeah, the work that we do, it expands across Baltimore City. The one thing that I really love about MOED is that we are all about stakeholders and partnerships and things like that. What does that mean? It means that we are the one-stop shop for anything workforce development related. And furthermore, what I really admire about MOED is that they're so strategic that they have access points outside of regular facilities that are known for workforce things, but additional access points through underserved neighborhoods and communities to offer workforce development. So what are those called? Those are called community job hubs. Who's hands-on with that? Me. I'm hands-on with that. So what does that mean? So we have an access point at My Brother's Keeper, which is on Frederick Road, a phenomenal CDF, a career development facilitator named Jason Johnson, ready to serve, ready to work on resumes, ready to help you out with those applications. Another community job hub is on Fulton Avenue. That's Bond Secure Community Works, more partnerships to offer workforce development. The CDF over there is Erica Miller. She is stellar, 5-star, no days off. And lastly, Getco on York Road, another a strategic partnership that offers workforce development. Guess what? All these facilities are open, ready, available, opening their door to job seekers who need some assistance in their job searching journey. So, like I mentioned, Gecko has a CDF named Daisha Thomas. She's phenomenal, no exceptions. And we're just really looking forward to partner with you guys, see what your employment needs are, so we can meet them.
Sponsor Course is one of the main training hubs in Baltimore too. When other people, when the kind of the market for CNA trainings and things of that nature seem to dry up everywhere else, they always seem to have those dollars and those opportunities. Wayne, talk to us about our reentry center and the reentry population and why it's important that we have the word out and that people know that we're connecting with people who are in a second chance situation.
Marvin, it is vital that the viewers understand that MOED is not going to leave anybody left behind. We don't do that. There are people who may have had an unfortunate situation that they're involved with the justice system. That's fine. Don't think that because you've had some issue in the past, you can't still be a very, very vital part of this community in Baltimore City, and we'll help you do that. You come on down. We've got resources in place that are put in place geared specifically for that population, as well as the regular population in whole. But don't ever let any issue of your past experience stop you from being part of this community. You have every right to participate as anybody does. And we have coming up, and you'll be seeing this, different opportunities that we're going to bring employers into the center that are going to be specifically focused on the needs of the reentry program, reentry population. So don't ever think that there's no hope for you. It exists at MOED.
Cortez, I want to shift to you because you're working with one of our vital and core populations, which is our young adult population in Baltimore. And we see just kind of within criminalization of everything young people, the only thing that we hear about, it seems at times is, the murder rate or this, that, or the other. But you're at that place where on a daily basis, the doors are open for young people to come in and to be able to do anything, whether it's they looking to get into college, job corps, the military, whether they're looking for employment opportunities. If they didn't finish high school, we have a program to help them get their GED. Talk to you about that vital center, that vital hub that works with our young people.
Well, our hub, the Yo West Baltimore Center, is somewhat of the heart of the city, especially for West Side residents, but all residents of Baltimore City. But it provides all job seekers and people who come in the opportunity to take advantage of the resources that we have, kind of like what you stated. It allows the advocates and myself to work with clients to identify and eradicate any employment barriers that they may have, set them up with employment. But it also is a really, really great place that young people come to kind of just have like that safe haven, to kind of hang out, to kind of learn what they can learn from the advocates, to kind of develop a network within their self. And we are looking more recently to adding youth councils and youth town hall meetings because we understand the importance of the voice of the young people. And we want to make sure that whatever it is that we're doing, they have a say so that we're not just wasting our time doing things that we think are beneficial to them, but we are doing things that are essential and vital to their development, their growth. And we encourage everyone 18 to 24 to stop by, to come visit us, to come get all of that we have to offer, to take advantage of the opportunities, because one of the main things that is important to us is the growth. We want to see that when you came in, you're leaving a completely different and more developed, well-rounded individual when you leave out. So that's really the goal of what it is that we do there.
I hope that you guys are able to hear me. I'm having a little technical difficulty, but I want to shift over to Bill. Our Sobo, South Baltimore. Let's be clear because you have been you universally worked with the various populations across the city of Baltimore. There's not one of these that you haven't touched. You are an expert as it pertains to the reentry population. Man, listen, I don't even want to go down the list because you've done it all. But right now there's a focus on the South Baltimore and what's known as the casino impact area. Can you talk to the people about the ECC and some of the great things that are happening down there? Did you hear all I just said?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay,
So
great.
down at the South, and we are now the SBECC. We are the South Baltimore Employment Connection Center. So
All right, all right.
South Baltimore, it's official. We got a new title, and I want all the Cherry Hill folks, all the Westport folks, all the Brooklyn folks, all the Sharp Leadenhall folks, Pigtown, Lakeside, come see me. I like nothing more down there. So we're over at 1410 Bush Street. I love when our center is packed, and we're I'm really big on having events on site. So we're going to do the comedy. We're talking about the virtual, but we've got some exciting employers coming up in the next couple weeks, especially towards the end of February, early March. We all know, the seasons change. So, you see our landscaping companies starting to hit. We see our construction companies start to hit, and we're going to be doing some large scale recruitments. We also are really big on partnering with different community partners. In South Baltimore, well, everywhere in Baltimore, there's a lot of neighborhood associations, and we're trying to get together and partner with them. And we go, before COVID hit, we were doing events on Saturdays, and I honestly loved going out and meeting all the folks and trying to get them to come to the centers because, again, and this is at every center, we've got jobs, we've got opportunities, we've got training. So, come see us. It's all about, one of the things, I actually have my own show too. It's a Sobo show. It's not like Marvin's. We have a little spinoff, like Happy Days had a spinoff. I got my little spinoff. I got my own little Laverne and Shirley. And I'm dating myself. I got my own little thing. And my next show's on the 22nd. We're going to have Miss Lisa Rawlings from the Southwest Partnership. Great partner. And she's going to come on and talk about some things that she's doing with the University of Maryland and Baltimore. And we do things like that all the time. And I'll also be featuring an employer from South Baltimore. We're going to have M. Louise Construction, who's looking to hire like 40 construction folks. And guess what? You don't have to have experience. And they take people with background. So I can't wait to get back in the centers and start seeing my folks again.
So it was made official today. We did get the announcement that we are officially open to the public as of Monday. And I know that that's going to be exciting because this is the team and the crew that not only likes to go and do the outreach, but like to have the on-site events. So I need everybody to make sure that you have your focus set on coming back into our centers. Listen, y'all, talk to the people that you know that are in your network and in your circle and let them know the Northwest Career Center, located at Mondawmin Mall on the 3rd level, is open as of Monday. People can come in and get services. The West Side Youth Opportunity Center, which is located at 1510 West Lafayette Avenue, is open and people can come in and get services as of Monday. All 3 community job hubs, my brother's keeper up here on Frederick Avenue, Fulton Avenue, the Bon Secours Connection Center, and over on York Road at Getco are open for business, and people are able to come in as of Monday and receive services. And of course, our Employment Connection Center, South Baltimore, SBECC, our South Baltimore Employment Connection Center, now under the direction of Mr. Mark Hooper. You can go down there as of Monday and receive services. Y'all, listen, it's real simple. What we do and what we have done is we have connected with the businesses here that are centralized in the Baltimore area, and we have kind of bridged the gap. We cut out a lot of the red tape. We show them what's more efficient processes, and we're here to assist you so that you can efficiently and effectively find employment. Before we sign off, I always got to thank our producer, Ms. Katanya Lester, for being with us today. I want to take another opportunity to thank Ms. Latanya Turnage of Elite Secrets Bridal for being with us today. Y'all, that was an amazing interview. I had a lot of fun talking with her. And I got to thank my squad. This is the team. We got a whole nother team. Y'all know Darrell, my big brother, not only in this work, but in real life. And he has a team of amazing, amazing people that are doing this same kind of great work at some different locations. But I want to publicly thank my team for the great work that they're putting in. Some of this has even been an adjustment for me as a new leader, and you guys have kind of rolled with the punches and worked with me to help figure it out and continue to show up every day with your heart and your mind focused on making sure that the residents of the city of Baltimore are being served. And for that, I thank each and every one of you. Cortez, I thank you. Bill, I thank you. Justin, I thank you. And Wayne, I thank you. And I can't say all of that without shouting out our director, Miss Yvette Clark. She is kind of the engine that makes the whole car go. And she literally has positioned us for success. So we want everybody that's under the sound of my voice, whether you're looking at this broadcast now, whether you catch one of the rebroadcasts later, whether somebody shares this on a page and they catch it, get into our centers. We are open for full service starting Monday. Get to the center. Somebody put hashtag get to the center in the chat. We are open, y'all, and we are stressing this because we have the relationships. Listen, the businesses haven't fallen off in their work and relationship with us because of COVID. The difficulty that we've seen is getting the people to come back to get these amazing opportunities that we developed and cultivated. Let's wipe that problem out by sharing with everybody. Get to your nearest center. If you live in West Baltimore, we got centers there. You live in East Baltimore, we got centers there. If you have specific circumstances like you're a returning citizen, we got Wayne Dansbury at Mondawmin. If you're in the South Baltimore corridor or you're looking for a driving job specifically, whether it's Class A or no CDL required, Bill Collins. Warehousing, Bill Collins, Construction, South Baltimore. If you at one of those remote locations and you're looking for something that's kind of centralized, Mr. Justin Brown has 3 locations strategically placed from West Baltimore to East Baltimore. And of course, if you're between the age of 18 and 24, we want to make sure that we can get you into the Westside Youth Opportunity Center, which is located at 1510 West Lafayette Avenue. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Not having an audience is just no need to talk. But you guys show up every week. You in the comments. You are participating with us. I think we kind of lost. We didn't get one more. I'm a call because I see Faith on here who wasn't on here earlier. I want to take one last call for crab cake versus steamed crab because right now us crab cake folks are down set. They're ahead. The steamed crab
The
folks
polls are closed, officially closed.
That's right. That's right.
He must be a Republican. He trying to steal the
Oh, I'm
election.
not. No, don't.
Don't start me.
No.
Voter fraud in election. Come on. Give me some last minute votes. Give me some last minute votes. Oh, y'all, we just like to have fun on here while we sharing great information. We are the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, and we are here to make sure that you have a desire for a job or a career that we can do what we need to do to facilitate helping you meet that need. With a focus on economic justice, our goal is to make sure that we are building a workforce system that works. We have reinvented ourselves everywhere that we needed to make sure that we are not void of our responsibility to make sure that you have a shot at an opportunity. All we need you to do is to connect with us, make sure everybody knows that as of Monday morning, our centers are reopened and we will be there ready to serve. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope to see you next week on the Employee Baltimore Show, where we'll have more great opportunities. We'll have more great people. I think we're going to get this team back before the 24th once the employers are locked in so that we can have another conversation with them. But don't be void and cause yourself to miss it because you don't show up. We're going to be here. Thank y'all. Everybody have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in.
All right.
Right.
Take care, guys.